Feeling stuck? Dreaming of a better future but paralyzed by fear? You're not alone. In this episode, I'm tackling the biggest roadblock to a life filled with God's purpose and blessings, and I'm sharing my own journey to overcome it. We'll explore relevant scriptures offering comfort, strength, and guidance in facing fear and anxiety. We'll also discuss surrendering our fears to God and trusting His perfect timing. This episode is a journey of faith designed to help you grow spiritually and overcome life's obstacles. I'm personally challenging myself to let go of my fears and embrace faith like never before. Start by asking yourself, what if my fears are preventing me from experiencing all God has planned? As Christians, we know God has a future for each of us, a future brimming with hope and possibilities. Yet, we often cling to our present circumstances, hesitant to let go and trust God's timing. We might worry about finances, relationships, or health, letting these concerns overshadow our faith in God's plan. So what's truly holding us back? What fears need to be identified and overcome? Let's explore common doubts that hinder our trust in God's future. Fear of the unknown, uncertainty about careers, relationships, or life's direction can be paralyzing. The Bible tells us in Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10, "Only I can tell you the future. Before it even happens, everything I plan will come to pass. For I do whatever I wish." God has a divine plan for each of us, and His purposes will prevail. When we fix our eyes on His promises and trust His word, we find peace amidst uncertainty. Fear can stem from past failures and disappointments, leaving us discouraged and hesitant to take risks. But remember, God is our healer and redeemer. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 assures us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." God's plan brings prosperity, hope, and a future filled with purpose. Apathy and complacency can also hold us back, leaving us content with the status quo. Yet, God desires passionate devotion. In John chapter 10 verse 10, Jesus says, "The thief's purpose is to steal and kill and destroy. My purpose is to give them a rich and satisfying life." He wants us to experience a rich and satisfying life filled with joy, purpose, and passion. Ultimately, a lack of faith can be the biggest obstacle. But remember, with God, all things are possible. In Matthew 17 verse 20, Jesus said, "You don't have enough faith." Jesus told them, "I tell you the truth, if you had faith even as small as a mustard seed, you could say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it would move. Nothing would be impossible." Even a tiny bit of faith allows God to move mountains in our lives. Recognizing that our fears contradict God's promises, it's time for action. How can we fully trust God? So how can we move forward and begin to trust God more fully? Let's talk about that next. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob continues to transform lives, showering His children with love. Are you hesitant to fully embrace God's blessings? Fear might be the obstacle. Fear of the unknown, failure, or simply a lack of faith might be holding you back. Yet, His plans overflow with hope, purpose, and a glorious destiny, promising a life of passion, prosperity, and joy. Release your fears and embrace the amazing future God has prepared for you. Don't delay experiencing the abundant life He promises. Take a bold step today, entrust your future to God, and watch Him transform your tomorrow into a masterpiece. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What fears or doubts have you encountered while trusting God with your future? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found encouragement in this message, don't forget to show your support. Also, I'd love to invite you to watch another video I created on building your faith. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and I'll see you in the next video.